guys, it's Nicki
and Tori,
and we're at the Mission Inn.
It's supposedly really haunted and it's here in California.
Let's check out our room. Hello? Dude, this is clearly someone else's room. When we walked into our hotel room, it was clearly someone else's room. They didn't have their stuff in there, so I don't know if it was just not clean, but what's so weird about this whole thing is it was steamy and it smelled like someone had just showered. I really don't think a ghost ordered room service, but we called the front desk in hopes to get a new room and they ended up switching us. But yeah, this was just a pretty crazy experience. We've never had this happen. We've stayed at a lot of hotels.
Okay, this place is wild. Like, it is totally like a maze. First of all, you guys saw the state of our first room. We had to move. Now we are, where are we? I'm sorry, but where are we? 415. This is our room.
It's kind of creepy.
Okay. This door, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Guys, they're vaulted safes. This is creepy.
This is crazy beautiful. This might be like, okay, the closet is open, but that's good because I didn't want it to be closed and then had to open it, so they prepped that for us.
Our resident portal.
Always, at least it's not over by the bed.
Normal bathroom. Seems pretty normal. Okay, so you guys might have noticed, first of all, that me and Tori are not in the same shot. It's because it's our first solo investigation. Nick is in Ohio, so just us today.
We have no cameraman!
Yes, so you're about to get up close and personal with us.
Yeah, because we're gonna do this vlog style, and the camera is sitting up in various places, so bear with us if it's a little blurry. I think we are going to go explore.
Because it's also like super Christmassy and we didn't know it was gonna be. Which is so cute! Let's go.
Time for us to go. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the rotunda. Actually, in July, one of the reports here is the death of a woman who fell off of the rotunda. She was 79 years old and they reported it as suicide because she fell off the rotunda and died. But it did take them until September to determine that it was in fact suicide. So sounds a little sketchy to me, but that's kind of one of the horror stories of this hotel.
Spooky.
What is it? We have ourselves a rooftop door. Go look, go look, go look.
It's bolted locked.
I think there was an animal in it.
Frank Miller, master of the inn, had two macaws that lived in the hotel for many years. They were named Napoleon and Joseph, and yes, they died. They're birds. They don't live that long. Right now we are at the Mission Inn. It was originally established in 1875 and it wasn't always this big giant hotel. Before, it was actually a small boarding house called the Glenwood Cottage. Christopher Columbus, not the one that discovered America, but Christopher Columbus Miller was the original founder of this place. He was very eccentric and he would actually dress up like a monk and hand out oranges to the guests. He was not originally from Riverside, but he bought property in Riverside to be a secondary home for his family because he loved it here so much. It's famous for its Festival of Lights, which we read online, but we didn't realize what that meant, and this is it. So let's show you.
It's nuts.
And it's free. You don't even have to be a guest. There's just randos here.
So, fun fact about these cannons is these were actually imported.
These are not imported. These cannons are not imported.
These cannons were actually imported and they were originally inside, but someone set them off.
Wait, what do you mean?
Tried to set them off inside, so they moved them outside.
How are you gonna set off a 100-year-old cannon or something. That's stupid.
I have no idea, but that's the truth. This bell is literally from China from like the 1600s. Miller brought it over from his travels in Asia and stuck it here because he loved it so much.
Did you see that orb? Here's a little replay. And this is it in all of its glory.
It is 3,000 pounds. In 1909, President Taft himself actually visited the Mission Inn. Miller was so excited that he was visiting that he had a special chair commissioned for President Taft. But the thing was that President Taft actually weighed like 300 pounds, and so the chair was commissioned to be very large. While when President Taft saw it, he got really upset, hated the chair, and told no one they could take a photo by it. And he like completely turned his nose up. Miller was so embarrassed because he was just trying to do something nice, but it ended up turning kind of messed up. So the family decided to partner with a railroad tycoon and create this beautiful hotel. After 2 decades of renovation, they added only one more wing, and that was the Mission Inn wing to the hotel.
Family didn't stop there. Over the next 30 years, they added 3 additional wings. In 1931, the hotel was finally completed to what it is today, besides renovations. The expanding was completed, and it now takes up an entire city block. Like, this place is huge. Unfortunately, 4 years later in 1935, Miller died and left the inn to his daughter. Over the years, many of Hollywood's elite actually stayed here at the Mission Inn. Some of those include Harry Houdini and Judy Garland. Betty Davis, Ginger Rogers, and Cary Grant even stayed here as well.
In 1909, there was a circus elephant that escaped from a train and came here to seek refuge. He saw his reflection in the mirror and got so scared that he just charged through a window. It completely broke. In 1956, the hotel fell into decay and the family decided to sell. The hotel would exchange many hands, and in 1990, finally a couple bought the place and turned it into the inn it is today. The hotel actually won an award in the Guinness Book of World Record for being the largest property to be tented for termites. That's what their award is for. But I guess they were able to pull it together because they made it something super beautiful. They brought back the lights, and now they host over 3,000 weddings here. Okay, let's go in and start our investigation.
But first, let's go over the haunted history.
Yay! The truth is that this whole hotel is haunted by the family that originally renovated it. It was their passion project, and their family name was the Millers. Did it just get super cold in here? Anyways.
Actually, yeah, it's really cold.
Ugh, vibes.
I think it's colder than outside.
Yeah, the vibes are really weird. And our heat is going?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyways, one of the things that people have reported is that a couple, this has actually happened to a couple of different people, a couple of different couples who have stayed in the honeymoon suite. That's the honeymoon suite.
You might hear some ghosts moaning.
There are reports of someone or something trying to push them down the stairs. Apparently, there are these staircases that go up to the bed in the honeymoon suite, and multiple people have reported that they have been shoved down the stairs.
I don't know what it is, but I was just telling Tori, I feel so tired here. And it's midnight. We're trying to keep our investigation going up into the witching hour, but it just feels like tired, and I don't know why.
But it's crazy because like this whole time, this whole trip, it's been like just delay after delay.
Even we just took a Polaroid a second ago, and it came out and it delayed before it's coming out. Like, I don't know what the theme is. I mean, I don't know if it's something in the universe right now, but everything feels delayed. Anyways, guests and employees both talk about how there is a shed behind the Mission Inn that they hear noises and voices coming from. So we definitely have to go check out the shed. I don't know where it is, and we might have to ask around, but we're gonna go find it. Let's go find the shed.
That's gross.
Flashlight's on.
Oh my god, guess what?
What?
We are out of battery.
Like dead?
Like it's about to die.
All right, then we gotta put the other one in.
Blinking so many times.
We have a few more places that we're gonna explore tonight. One of them being the shed, which we don't have a clue where it is. We're gonna see room 407 first. Also, okay, Riverside is like one of those towns where everything closes at like 5 p.m. They had the Festival of Lights, so like there were still people around 8 p.m. when we got here, but like by 8:30 everyone was gone.
They turned off the music and everything.
Yeah, I'm like, what? So the rooms over here, including 407, which is supposed to be the most haunted, are directly above the chapel, which is supposed to be very haunted. And you know, a lot of times churches and stuff, ballrooms even, are haunted because some people have the best moments of their life there.
The chapel, it's actually really cool because Miller, he imported the whole altar, actually. It is from the 1600s, and I think it's Spanish, and he imported it from there because he thought it was so beautiful and he really, really wanted it to be in the chapel.
We're not really getting an EMF detection. I don't like all these little creepy crawly hiding spots.
Yeah, so creepy.
Okay, so we weren't really getting any EMF detection.
I don't know if like something like pushed me, but like I went like this, like my whole body. You'll be able to see it on the camera. When I was walking down the stairs, I got to this edge and like I lost my step. I don't know if something pushed me because I didn't necessarily feel pressure.
It's focusing over there. It's not focusing on you at all. It's focusing on the shadow in the corner.
What the fuck? So we didn't find anything in 407. None of the EMF detectors went off or anything, and we didn't really feel any vibes, but now we're headed to the shed.
When we were walking to the shed, we saw this in one of the windows, and it's like a curtain moving.
There's no one in there. Did you guys see that? Like, you had to have seen that, right? Now I like feel like I'm gonna get pushed.
I feel like creeped out.
That was so weird. No one was in there. I don't even think that room was taken because the bed looked perfectly made.
And the windows are open. Someone would shut the windows. I feel like this is the Coronado all over again.
How do we get out of here?
Maze. They're here? No, that's definitely not it.
No? Of course, an open chair. This is just one example of some of the antiques that Miller brought in from all over the world. I would have loved to stay here as a child because I would have loved to explore these hallways with my siblings. I would have scared myself to death. I've already heard a lot of tappings. I have felt a weird energy kind of following us, and I'm wondering if it came from our room, but honestly, there are so many different antiques and things in here. It could be anywhere.
I had the same feeling, like we were being followed, especially out there, and I wonder if it's from here or it's from the suicide bridge, because we did go there a few days ago and it felt similar. But we did sage and stuff, so I feel like this could be a new energy. I keep feeling like a tapping on my ear, like something wants to talk to me. Like, you know when you suction your ear, that's what it feels like. And I've been told by like multiple mediums that means they want to communicate. And I just felt it a few seconds ago when I was talking about something following us, so it's really interesting. Yeah, this room has a different energy than our room though. I'm really interested to see this shed. Because I can't even imagine what it looks like. Like, are we talking about like a small shed? Okay, we're walking up to what we think is the original building. It looks like they're keeping equipment inside like a shed.
We gotta cross again.
Can't hear you. We think this is the shed. And they hear noises then. It looks pretty abandoned. And they're clearly using it as storage. Alright, look down there. Look, a crawl space. Should we look? Do you want to record me? Camera, our battery just died.
Guys, there's crazy things happening out here, and I think that this might be the shed. Our camera light just turned off, even though it's completely charged. There's a crawl space, and we are going to go check it out. Ew. Ew. Come on. I do not want to look out there.
I can't see anything.
Did you see something?
No, the light turns off every time we go close. All right, we gotta go charge the light.
Okay, we are back at our room. We made it.
Charge.
The flashlight is literally on. Some people think that there are voices in the shed and outside around the hotel because of a specific construction worker that died during the renovation of this hotel. We don't know a lot of details about him, but we do know that somebody did die while working here, and it was a sudden and strange death. The Mission Inn is also notoriously known for its underground catacombs. If you guys don't know what catacombs are, basically it's these mausoleums or these large tunnels full of dead people. Yeah, I know. And there are some under this hotel. But the thing is, all of a sudden, they're closed to the public. You used to be able to go in them, but people would report their lights flashing and constantly being tugged on or pushed. That was a report that many people had, and I wonder if that had something to do with why they closed them. Something super interesting about the catacombs is that they actually lead all the way to the bottom of a mountain. The mountain is called Mount Rubidoux. This mountain is actually another haunted location in Riverside because it's actually home to a cemetery that's reported to be extremely haunted with a lot of people buried there. Some even have said that there is a burial ground there that's from the native land. People say if you follow the catacombs all the way down and go towards the mountain, you will see spirits walking freely amongst the rocks and the bushes.
There are two main areas that the Millers are known to haunt. One of those is Alice's room and the other one's Frank's room. One of those is room 407. What's been reported in Alice's room is seeing white apparitions, feeling someone touching you, and even hearing like knocks and noises. And cold spots, which it's not cold anymore.
I know, now it's warm. I'm about to take off my sweater.
That just went off. The EMF detectors.
Totally just went
We just missed it.
and I missed it so hard.
There was even a photographer / novelist that came and visited this hotel, and at the time he didn't believe in spirits, saw a full-on ghost. He saw a full-body shadow apparition that looked like it was wearing old-timey clothes, and decided that he was going to spend the majority of the next few years of his life traveling to other haunted locations and proving and disproving them. Also, they claim electronic malfunctions, orbs, shadows, and hearing voices. So let's get into the investigation in the room.
Should we set up our stuff?
Let's set up our stuff.
Yeah.
The flashlight just turned on. They said let's do it. They said
let's do
They said let's set up our stuff.
So earlier we were on a little bit of a live and we did some dowsing rod action, and we were in communication with some spirits, and they definitely said that there was something in the closet that didn't necessarily feel comfortable coming out. So I just want to follow up with that, but also when we walked in, the closet was giving something.
Also,
off.
they said it was a portal. Usually I hate to move something if it's already going off, like the flashlight, but it's just gonna be so convenient over here, especially without Nick being behind the camera. So we're gonna move it closer to where we're gonna do the investigation.
Camera is acting silly. It does not want to focus over here. Just turn on.
Can you turn off the flashlight? Okay.
Okay, we're not gonna look at you. Oh, there it goes. Thank you.
So we have this cat ball, and I'm gonna put it on this chair.
Excellent now.
So clearly we have, I gotta chill. Clearly we have some spirits here. I'm really excited to talk to you.
Me too. The flashlight turning on made me really excited, actually.
Me too.
So I love the flashlight. Well, we're just like a little nervous because this is our first investigation by ourselves. It's a lot. Oh, I mean, I guess we want to get started with the yes/no method then.
Yeah, I actually have a question already. If you can
Okay.
turn the flashlight off, then I'll ask you. And basically what the yes/no method is to answer the question as a yes, you just turn the flashlight on, and to answer as a no, you just leave it off.
Turn off the flashlight whenever you're ready for the first question. Have we spoken to you before?
I heard that and I felt like a light got brighter, but it wasn't our flashlight.
Are you still here wanting to communicate?
If there's anyone here with us, can you give us a sign by like tapping on a wall, touching one of our devices? Please just let us. Oh, the flashlight's on. Are you a male spirit? Yes.
Okay, thank you. I don't know why, I can't think of any questions,
Are you related to the Miller family?
Do you know who the Miller family is?
Did you stay at this hotel during your life? At all? Yes.
Oh, yes. It's like,
That was a quick, quick one.
okay.
Oh, maybe that was like a
Oh,
kind of, like maybe
kind
they
of?
stayed at the other version of it.
Did you stay at the hotel when it was the boarding house cottage? Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Did you work here at the cottage?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know, I'm being so silly this time. I think it feels
No,
extra.
there's a silly energy.
Did you also live there?
Kind of. That's
Why'd you say kind of?
because it went.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And when I said kind of, then it went on. Like, yes,
Okay.
kind of.
Yes. Okay. Probably
You didn't
because
see it? It literally went.
no,
It'll be on the camera.
unless it didn't happen.
No, it happened. Are you kidding?
Well, maybe you can see stuff before it's gonna come.
Should I check?
I don't know if that happened. I felt like I was staring directly at it.
I literally saw it go.
But you were like, kind of, and I was like, what? And then it like turned on. Do you like it here?
Maybe be more specific.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the Mission Inn? Kinda.
Kind of.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I saw last time.
Yeah. I know because I've seen it once before, but I didn't see that
We've
last
never
time.
had a spirit do that.
Yeah,
But they were
that's
like,
so
it worked, let's keep
interesting.
doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's a kind of. It's just a very quick. It's like not all the way, but yeah.
What was the last thing you said kinda to?
Liking it here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I saw an orb.
No, you will always see them without me.
Oh, because they always go over your head. That was crazy. I really hope we got that on camera.
It went over my head.
Yeah, I was like,
The light just went on. I have a question for you when you're ready. I don't know why I'm so giddy.
I know. It's interesting that none of our other devices have gone off at all.
Except the REM pod once.
Yeah. You got a little REM pod action.
Can you see the Mission Inn and like all the lights in this room and everything and like the Christmas lights they put outside and all of that? Yes.
Yes.
Or kind of. It was fast.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Probably not how we
Perceive it.
yeah,
maybe.
perceive it. Okay, did you guys have beautiful lights when there was a cottage? Like, did you do candle lights or anything like that? Or maybe lamps?
To celebrate like Christmas? Or did you celebrate Christmas? Did you ever celebrate Kwanzaa?
Or maybe, oh,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome. I've only met one person in my life who celebrated Kwanzaa. Would you want to communicate with us using larger sentences?
I feel a little less giddy.
Yeah, me too. Did they leave?
Are you leaving? It feels like the energy changed.
Yeah.
I think they left.
Yeah, I think they did too.
The energy completely changed. I don't feel giddy anymore and the flashlight stopped going off.
That's so weird.
You guys, the chandelier's swinging.
It totally is.
And the cat ball just went off. It's swinging more.
Holy shit. Also, we're on the
Top floor.
top floor. So it's not like anyone
Is above us.
is above us.
Okay, we gotta chill. We gotta undo the camera.
Ready?
Mhm.
I'm gonna see how. Okay, it's not like heavy, but like I have to fucking push it. Like it's not light. It's not going off with just like the flashlight just went off. Holy crap.
I don't think it wants us to leave.
I don't think it does either. I don't even know if we want them here, to be honest. Okay, it's about to be 1 a.m. It's getting really late.
Go.
There seems to be like gaps of time that we can't account for. Our flashlight is just like flickering like crazy.
There's time that we can't account for, and the only other place we've experienced something like this was the Hotel del Coronado on Coronado Island, and that place, it was like 6 a.m. and we didn't know where the time went.
This place has a similar like wild kind of energy to it, of like just these hallways that lead random places and into these little alcoves, and it's confusing and like mixed up but also beautiful. But yeah, I mean, even now, like just like losing my train of thought, it's just like I can't keep it together. Nicki has been like misplacing stuff all night and just like not
Even before we came.
yeah.
I don't know if it's like
Something,
a worldly energy,
yeah.
like astrology, or if it's like, I don't know. Is there anybody here with us?
Morning.
Morning. Oh, yeah, it's pretty early in the morning. Do you stay at this hotel?
I did.
Oh, you did stay here?
There's children.
How many?
It's all fucked up.
What's fucked up? What happened to the children?
There's more.
Flashlight turned on.
Help,
Help with what?
please.
Are you any of the spirits that we spoke to earlier?
Hey, ladies, open up. It's demonic.
We're not really getting anything.
No,
It's just
we're not.
being like negative.
It's really weird. It's like very unclear in there.
I wonder if we're just too far from the catacombs because we're on the 4th floor, we're so high.
For the first time, I heard a woman's voice that was really negative.
Oh,
And I
really?
had never heard that before. I had never heard a woman come through like that,
Negative?
like a villain.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, and that was really surprising
Ooh,
because
chills.
normally, like,
It's a scary male voice.
yeah, and it's like very clearly that, but this time it was a woman, which made me really uncomfortable because it made me feel, I don't know, extra unsafe for some reason.
Because girls gotta stick together.
Yeah, I don't know, just the way she was saying it felt like just like an evil person.
Or we can do it out loud a little bit.
Let's do it out loud a little.
Okay. Sometimes it's hard for us to tell what they're saying, so if you guys hear what they're saying, comment in the comment section. Is there any positive spirits here that want to tell their story? No.
Are you guys afraid to speak up? Right.
Is something or someone keeping you from talking to us? Is there anyone speaking to us from the catacombs?
Where are you? If there is a positive spirit here, can you tell us your name? Did you die here?
I still don't feel like we're getting anything.
No, it's just not clear. Nothing is clear. And I mean, you know, everything presents itself differently, and maybe there's a lot of negative energy here, and we're not
talking to
it or interested in it. I don't know that everyone can differentiate that, but we don't like to speak to anything negative. There's just no point for us. We're simply here to hear about the stories of the lives that have been lost before they got to tell their stories.
I know that there's a bunch of people out there that are just in it to talk to negative entities, and that's just not us or our channel. So
No.
I wish that we were able to get more tonight. I think that we are going to pack it up and call it a night, but thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you saw anything or heard anything that we didn't, comment it in the comment section below.
And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Now we're going to try to get some sleep.
Oh yeah, good luck. Bye guys.
Bye.